Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com. Today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Large Dahlia Chandelier. This is going to be the 104355. There's a smaller version of this that's more appropriate for like a 72-inch long table, an 84-inch long table. That's going to be the 104350. Go check that one out too. Very important that you see them both. And there's a video on that one too. This is the one that's going to be 40.8 inches high, and that's going to be the distance from the bottom of the fixture to the loop where the chain starts, which is the overall height of the fixture itself. 48.9 inches in diameter. You can call it 49. That's a pretty big fixture. Hanging weight is 30.8 pounds. Anything that's over 25 pounds, Underwriters Labs suggests that we tell you that the weight of this has to be hanging from a junction box attached to a structure of your building. So make sure you take that little bit of information and just pass it along to your installer. It'd be a good thing to do. I want to show you more information about that, and how we do that is we're going to look at the installations instructions PDF. This is the paper, these are the papers that are going to be in the box when you get this, and how we do that right now. If you're on the page for this on Handmade in Vermont, we look over on the right hand side of the screen, midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. So open that up for me. It's going to show you a full parts list. It's going to show you that this is going to include a 5-inch round canopy that's going to go over your 4-inch junction box just like that, and it's going to hang straight down. So obviously it can go on a slope ceiling because gravity is going to make it hang down, and it's going to ship with 36 inches of chain to begin with and 15 feet of wire automatically on the fixture. That should get you down from a second story without a problem. 36 inches of chain to start. Chain has a seam on one of the long sides. It allows your installer to use a tool called a chain separating tool that opens and closes chain. So you can use as little as one piece or as much as you need to get up to that 15 feet. But remember, it's going to ship with 36 inches. If you need more, just contact me about that. And we sell additional chain every day. Okay? So moving on from there, why don't we talk about lamping on this? So Hubbardton says that you can go up to 60 watts in each of these sockets. And remember, it's going to be the smaller chandelier size socket. So it's not a medium base socket, it's the little guy. So it's going to be this guy. So you can go up to 60 watts for incandescent. That's always because of the heat generated by an incandescent bulb. But as far as LEDs go, which I think you guys should jump into, you can put whatever you like in it. It'll physically fit in the socket, and that's going to be basically all of these guys. So I have a flame tip here. I have a what's called a G16 globe one right there. This is a torpedo one. Remember, these are going to be pivoting out from the sides. So you kind of use what aesthetically you guys like. You don't have to use clear ones. They do make these in opaque white glass so you don't see the filaments inside. Very important that you also buy dimmable versions of these. Put them on a good dimmer that's equipped for LEDs, because you're going to want to be able to dim these down if you need to. Okay. The other thing is you can also buy them in the color temperature of the LED that you like, the color temperature of the light. I tend to like the warmth of an incandescent glow that we all grew up with. Remember these guys from our past? That's going to be 3000 Kelvin, and Kelvin is the color light scale of the warmth of the light. So 3000 Kelvin is considered warm white. That's the same light that's coming down on my hands from above us right now. So that's 3000 Kelvin. These are LEDs too. Some of you guys like that white doctor's office light, which is called daylight when you get into buying bulbs. Daylight seems like it should be warm, but it's not. It's a white light. That's going to be 5000, 6000 Kelvin. So it's really important to zero in on those numbers and don't get confused by lots of different names. So 3000 Kelvin, warm white, 4000, 5000 Kelvin, cooler white light. Really, really important, and make sure you put them on a dimmer. You should be good to go. And then, like I said, you can kind of play around as far as what goes into this. So you're talking 20, like this guy is actually a 20 watt equivalent LED that I got on Amazon. Some of these guys I pick up at my local hardware store. These are 40 watt equivalent LEDs. On our showroom, we actually have the opaque versions of these. So I tend to like the white glass on this, so I don't want to be able to see that filament inside. Kind of protects you from seeing the glare of the bulb. Let's get into metal finishes now. If you're on our website, HandmadeInVermont.com, do me a favor, look over on the left-hand side of the screen. You're going to see a lot of red tabs over there. One is going to be the Finishes Help Guide. When you're done with this video, go over there and open that up for me, and you're going to see a video at the top of that page of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton forge finishes and how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be referencing a color chart just below the video, so scroll down a little bit, you'll see that chart. You'll notice there are pictures that have the letter A on them, pictures that have the letter B on them, And I'm going to be talking about that range you can see in variants on there in that video. So it's really important to watch the video, use that chart. When you're done with all that, come back down to that chart. You can click on any of those pictures and see a lot more samples of Hubbardton Forge fixtures in that finish. If you want to see a bunch of stuff in dark smoke, click on dark smoke. If you want to see a bunch of stuff in vintage platinum, do the same, and so on and so on and so on. That's a great way for you to see a lot of Hubbardton Forge stuff in different finishes and really take advantage of that, okay? So our showroom in Vermont has over 350 Hubbardton Forge fixtures spread across 2 floors. We have a What's On display page on our website. It's going to be back in the red tabs over there. A lot of good things in that section. Check out. So when you open that up, you'll see it's all divided up into different sections like dining pendants and outdoor lighting. We're always adding to that. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton Forge. They don't even have a showroom like this. Nobody does. And they use this as their showroom when you guys come to Vermont to visit us. So lots and lots to see here. You can see all the different glass, all the different finishes, all the different fabrics, all of those things. In addition to that, we have a clearance center. So the clearance center stuff are returns, discontinued things, and showroom samples. That's an amazing deal for you. If you guys want to take advantage of that, you have to come here to Vermont to see us. And when you do me a favor, measure all the kind of things about your project and what you guys are doing. So the most important thing is measure your ceiling heights to begin with. Measure distances between junction boxes and like windows and ceilings and those kind of things. So if you're looking at sconces on the wall, you can see if they're going to fit for you. If you're doing pendants over a kitchen island, measure the distances between those junction boxes. Widths of tables, kitchen tables, dining tables, lengths of tables, islands, all that good stuff. And also do a couple more things. If you guys have some tablets or iPads laying around, take pictures of all these things. Take pictures of the kitchen, take pictures of the projects you're doing. Bring that in so we can kind of go through those pictures together and we'll be able to see what you guys are up to, okay? And also the boxes and clearance stuff, for clearance stuff, are basically packed for shipping. Don't forget, these were supposedly shipped out. So the boxes tend to be on the bigger side, so bring a decent size SUV if you want to take stuff home. It's a really good opportunity for you. When you buy your Hubbardton Forge fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. There's no tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. We're the only dealer that offers 90-day returns and no restocking fees. That's 3 months after you receive something to send it back, and there's no restocking fee on that. Some larger items and custom things, and it's usually going to be big things on pallets, are going to be non-returnable. It'll always tell you on the page for an item if that is the case, so always keep an eye out for that. And we also offer a rush program. So to get all these different metal finishes, Hubbardton Forge doesn't stock. They generally take about 3 to 4 weeks to get product out. We can cut that time in half, and it's really, really inexpensive. If you want to know more about that, just drop me a quick email and I can clue you in on details, okay? So our showroom in Vermont is open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. If you want to drop a quick email, you can do that all the time. And that's going to be at sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, and we spell out the word Vermont. Or you can call me during business hours, 802-446-2400. So thank you for stopping in today, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.